Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Iconoclash Gaming Sports. Today we are back from Madden 25 MUT Journey here, episode 126. Iconoclash sucks. Okay? Oh, yeah. Okay, so AKA Iconoclash, I played 2 matches. And I was excited. I was like, oh, I have 2 Sugar Rush players in my lineup, right? I can literally show you to them right now. Here's the team I was using. 1, 2, right? And I go and I play 2 games and I get the dailies done. I was like, oh, I got a bunch of passing yards too. And I'm thinking, oh, I crossed over like, because the daily was get 450. I got like 500, right? I was like, oh, I got more than enough. That's 2 extra games won with Sugar Rush players. We should be at 9. We should have like 19,000 or 18,000 something passing yards with 2 Sugar Rush players. Nope, nothing counted. And this is multiple times now throughout the year that Iconoclash, I shouldn't say throughout the year. Well, I guess, yeah. Either way, since Iconoclash, aka Icons, have come out, that mode has improperly tracked on anything for some promos. It's horrible, man. And I hate it. I hate it. So Iconoclash officially sucks. It's one of the worst things I think they've done. So obviously, guys, not much is different today. However, we do have some cool stuff that released. AKA Icons, where I can trash the Iconoclash mode. It was a good release, right? 98 Deion Dawkins, left tackle. He only gets Bills cams, so the Snowman wouldn't really help our main team. And I mean, he would help the main team, but like he's not really that big of an upgrade. He does get some really crazy stuff though. Like he gets Edge Protector and Pass Protector with 0 AP. You can combine that together to make Secure Protector. He has All Day, Linchpin, and that's all in 3 buckets. You could literally give him Pass Protector, Edge Protector, and All Day for 0 AP, and he gets Natural Talent baked on. It's pretty cool, right? Marlon Humphrey has the Limited, as you can see there, as well as a 98. The 98 gets Unfakeable for 0. Shutdown for 2, 1 step ahead for 3, pick arts for 0, short route for 1, medium KO for 1. The 99 though is crazy. Strip specialist for 0, which is alright. Shutdown for 1, 1 step ahead for 2, pick arts for 0, short and medium route for 0. I mean, you literally can run medium route KO on him, pick artist, and like 1 step ahead or shutdown, like depending on which one you want for 1 or 2 AP. It's not bad, right? It's a good card, but again, if we got it, I would just sell it, right? That's just truth of the matter. So we're gonna come in here and get our daily packs. I'm not expecting much. The only upgrades to the theme team we have are all free agency stuff, and technically one of them isn't really even necessary. Cam Robinson, left tackle, like he would just be a backup technically. And so it's like, do we even get him? And I've been debating about that, right? Like, do we even use him? Because, well, we'll talk about it in a sec, right? Because I've been thinking about this more and more and why it's an upgrade. Okay, that didn't go for a second. That freaked me out. And it's an 84 plus, it's an 88. But to be decent, we'll take the training. Yeah. Not much going on here. Yeah, we are close to level 46, as you can see. I'm sorry, 47, as you can see. They did allow people to buy level upgrades, or to buy levels in the field pass. It's just not worth it. So, before we get to the match, I do want to talk about this. Let's go to the theme team to talk about this really quick. Cam Robinson is in there right now. We can upgrade him to a 97 by adding a 97. However, Paris Johnson Jr. is the undisputed number 1. I don't think I want to spin that. Like, we have that John Madden that could technically just be backup in there. And it works just fine. Even though he's a lower OVR, he's probably not going to come in. So I actually think, I think I'm making the decision right now on the fly that when it comes to left tackle Cam Robinson, and I'm going to just go right now down to where he is. Here he is. Gonna remove the training off of him. I just don't think it's worth upgrading him to a 97 when he just will be a backup. Oh, he's a B and D. He's just straight up B and D. We'll take the training then. I don't think it's worth upgrading him. And I kind of want to start looking at like actual upgrades. You know, if our second guy becomes, you know, if we get a 99 left tackle that pushes Paris Johnson down, sure. That 97 isn't going to be that big of an upgrade or even upgrade at all. Paris Johnson gets some good ability for 0. Right? Wide receiver is another one. This DeAndre Hopkins can technically get upgraded by the Amari Cooper, so that's why I still want to get him. And then 97 middle linebacker Ernest Jones, him and Terrell Dotson, we'd see who would be the better fit, and that would kick Jordan Hicks to the 4th slot and get rid of Cam McGregor-Hill. So the last two options are still upgrades, right? But that one I've thought about for a while. It's not really an upgrade. So yeah. And then like we have the free agency LTDs that will get eventually reduxed. Wide receiver Stephon Diggs, which is a 98. And then strong safety Talanoa Hufanga. The only problem is by the time they're there, we could have, our theme team would be done, right? And so a part of me is like at this point, do I wait? Because I'm pretty sure draft promo is next week. And the theme team is pretty much going to be done. You know, so it's one of those things where it's like, do I even go for it at all? You know, I'm really questioning stuff with it. Like, should I actually end the theme team next week? Do I keep it going? You know, but we're in solo season. This is the final match. So if we win it, we get the playoff wheel spin. If we lose it, we get a loser spin, pity wheel spin, and we feel like losers. No middle ground. All right. So thankfully, now I'm actually able to track the Sugar Rush stuff in this mode. You know, it sucks when you're trying to play something and it doesn't work. So let's go out here. There we go. All right. There we go. Boom. All right. So pretty much it feels nice to actually be able to track stuff here. So the tracking is pretty much just win this game and get passing yards. Passing yards is all we care about, right? This will be our 8th game won, which should be the 10th. And you know, we're gonna tear these guys apart. We're not, no pity. I love my Seahawks, but no pity. We need yardage, you know. So yeah. And kick this to the uprights, and that should be 95 awesome yards. And that takes us to 14-10. With that, though, we should literally be on the cusp of crossing 2,000 if the Iconoclash mode tracked properly. Like, we literally should almost be done. And the fact that we're pushed back not only 2 matches, we should be 10 out of 24, but also back like 500 plus yards is crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy that we got this screwed, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, down he goes. Yeah, we're gonna want to make sure that we get the ball back as soon as possible, just to score quick, get 95 yards. I mean, hopefully we can amass a decent amount of yards in this game. I mean, no matter what, we should easily get one more to cross over 1,500. Next 90 plus yard throw we get, or 90 yard, you know, drive we have, we'll easily get it. But yeah, it's one of those things, man. It sucks, but it's one of those things. Shotgun snap to Watson. And he throws away. That's fine. I don't care if he threw away as long as it wasn't complete for a first. We get this ball back. We come back up. By the way, I felt like an idiot. I realized this in playing a mode the other day, that a team went for an onside kick. Oh no, it was Iconoclash today, actually. I was going to say it was yesterday. It was today. So I played the Iconoclash earlier before I recorded this, and then I had to work on something else. But they went for an onside kick, and this is before I knew that the yardage didn't track. It's like, oh man, I need yardage, and they went for the onside kick. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. I could easily just take it backwards. And I was thinking about all the times where I was like, oh man, if I, if they score, they'll go for an onside kick, and I won't be able, I wouldn't be able to get return yards. Right? Or I wouldn't be able to get much. But I realized I could have just taken those yards and gone backwards and gotten total yardage, But yeah, that thankfully does cross us over 15,000. We're 1,505 out of 2,500. So we're about 1,000 off. We shouldn't be. Right now, we should be in the 2,000s. I should be saying, oh guys, we are less than 400 away or something like that. Or 400 and something away. I'm going to harp on it because it bothers me. And this isn't the first time. Like, Iconoclash, the mode idea also, I don't like it. I don't like having to play 5 games every week. Just give us challenges. Or just give us, like, even if it was play 5 games in any mode with a aka Icon player, I could easily substitute one in the lineup and play 5, solo battle games and really try to work. The Iconoclash mode doesn't track properly. It feels bad. Yeah, no. Not to mention, they substitute out your players with the new card sometimes, and it sucks. It really does suck. Because it's like, okay, why am I, if my running back and I need rushing yards has abilities that make them good, and it swaps it out for their crappy, no ability, I think with Iconoclash, if you want it to work, give it a bunch of good abilities. If you're going to substitute out my players, make sure that they have abilities. Make sure they feel like the card built at its best. It bothers me, man. I think it's stupid. Because if we got access to, and maybe, who knows, maybe we'd want to use or get the Iconoclash cards if we knew they had abilities. Like, we could feel their abilities on them. Because, feeling a base card doesn't really feel good. Like, when they released that Icky Woods card, he looked good. He looked like he had good abilities. But the moment I had to use him without abilities, right? And I had to just use his blank card, I was like, I'm never going to get the Icky Woods card, ever. Even if I could, I wouldn't. And if I got it, I'm literally just selling it. Or throwing in another set or something. Because it did not feel good, and I hated it. It made me hate cards, right? It doesn't make me want them. It has the negative effect. But yeah, that 95 yards moves us to 1,600. So 900 off, but still, like I'm saying, we should be at like 2,100. Like right now, I'm screwed out of 500 yards, and I had all the qualifiers for it. I need to stop harping on it, but yeah, I gotta be honest with you guys, kind of in a tough negative mood. Tomorrow's my last day at my job. And yeah, it's not right now. It's not a happy, happy smiley time in my life. I'm kind of getting pissed at every little thing time in my life. But we'll get the ball back here. We should get another 95 yards. Yeah, dude, it just sucks. Things aren't going good, and making content is escape because it's like I went through the hell of applying to jobs, having a bunch of interviews, a bunch of no's, a bunch of just, oh, this person has slightly a bit more. And I actually had an interview where I almost snapped on a person, like not snapped like attack or anything, but snapped at him like, what the hell? Because this guy was like interviewing me, and he goes, oh yeah, he's doing he's asked me all these questions. At the end he goes, oh well, yeah, no, it was great, but we already hired somebody. Wait, if you hired someone for my interview, then why were you interviewing me? He goes, oh, we just thought you would want to do an interview. If you hired someone, I had 0% chance of getting the job. They already filled the role and yet still had the balls to waste my time by interviewing me. Like, if it was for another position, or they even said something like, and I held my tongue. I gotta be honest, I held my tongue. They just literally had the balls to be like, oh, we're interviewing just to do due diligence, due process. And I didn't snap, I didn't do anything there, but I almost wanted to, because it was like, so you're wasting time right now and I'm getting nothing out of it. Like, if I know there's an opportunity, the guy literally said, oh yeah, we already filled the role to me at the end. Like, okay, cool. I'm sorry, so you're just wasting. It was stupid, man. I've had some interview stories of people just straight up being so goddamn rude that I'm glad sometimes it's a phone or webcam interview and not an in-person interview. Because there's some things you don't insult, right? I had an interviewer once because I was a home carrier for my grandmother after she had a stroke. And, you know, she's the matriarch of my family. We respect my grandmother before she passed. I mean, we still obviously miss her and respect her and all that. But what I'm saying is, I thought that was something I would never regret. And I never do. I would never regret it. And the guy goes, oh, so I see you were a home care aide. And I was like, yeah. And goes, you know, I didn't say yeah like I was like mad. I was like, yes, sir. I was home cared for my grandmother. You know, just doing the due diligence of being respectful and answering his question. And he goes, oh man, that must have sucked, huh? Taking care of some old lady. And I was like, I'm sorry. In person, punched in the damn face. You don't disrespect her like that. You know, I just can't, man, with stupid people like that. Like, it's not a bad thing, you know? But yeah, no, it was just, you know, sometimes interviewers need to get themselves, you know, correct. You know, the interview process, I do think in our interview systems, we need a little bit more transparency and stuff, because I find it stupid that they can insult you, they can literally just like be like the biggest pieces of shit to you, and they can judge you based on some of the dumbest little factors. You know, I actually had a guy in one of my interviews talk about my resume, and I was like, okay, you know, that's fair. He has every right to talk about my resume. And, you know, he goes, oh yeah, we looked at your resume, everything looked good on it, but man, couldn't you have chosen a more interesting font? That would have a negative impact if I chose a font you couldn't read. Like, this guy was harping on the smallest things in my, and I was just like shaking my head like, you know, it's a phone interview, so I wasn't saying anything, but it was just like the thought process of, okay, like, if this was for a job where, you know, yeah, it's just little things like that. It's like, dude, if you want to test my abilities, like, it could be a psychological thing. Oh, test your reaction. Are you going to get angry at the customer? Well, no, but me and you aren't. This isn't a customer interaction. This is a professional looking for a job and a professional looking to hire. This is a professional interaction. Let's do it professionally, you know? If you want to test my abilities, fine. Invite me to a training or invite me to do something else. Tell me this is customer interaction, this is what you'd be doing on job, blah, blah. Treat it as a separate entity. Don't treat it as, oh yeah, I'm just going to bash you during your interview process. You know, it's, yeah, I'm going off. I need to stop talking about this stuff because it gets me really heated. There needs to be people held more responsible for some of the dumb comments when it comes to interview stuff. Yeah. But yeah, going as far as insulting someone's family or stuff like that, nah, man. Nah. But yeah, we're gonna get, I think, 95 more yards out of this, which will cross us over 18. We're so close to being done, it's stupid. Like, if I got the 500 yards right now that I got in Iconoclash to my Sugar Rush thing, and I am not saying it's so far off, like, oh man, I only lost 500. I could easily get 500. The thing that pisses me off is if I had that 500 right now, I think I'm all of 208 yards. And that's not even including these 95 I just got, right? Like, right now, boom, this extra 95. we go to what? 1887. Right, 1887 is what we have right now out of 2,500. Give me that 500. We're 113 yards off. Now, I'm not going to get that this game, but it'd be like, okay, I would have played if the Iconoclash... Oh, I just totally miskicked this. It's gonna... Okay, it is still in. That's fine. I would have played another Iconoclash mode if I knew it was counting. I played 2, and I went to go check, and I was like, oh, man. You know, I have 500 yards. I'm so close. I'm at 1,900. This is great. I can play one more, and, you know, maybe, you know, just finish it up if I want to play the 05. And when it wasn't tracking, I was like, I'm not even going to play this damn mode. It ain't worth it, you know? I'll play it later, but yeah, no. It sucks, because it's like, dude, just have everything track. Is it that difficult to make it trackable? So I actually think I want to try to get another 95 yards out of this. You know, because we're close to 2,000. If I can get, you know, I can easily get 500 yards in one regular solo battle match. Throw it away. Oh no, you're running. Okay. Big hit, and you're knocked out of bounds. That should stop the clock. I should not have to waste time out. I don't. Let's go. That was perfect. Him scrambling helped. And who? I was about to say Gino. That wasn't Gino. Who was that? This isn't my regular Seahawks. Shoot, it was 4. Was that? He had number 4. Was that Derek Carr? I didn't even see who the quarterback was. Oh, I chose a bad play. Hold on, I'm going to time out here. I need to choose a better play. I forgot what I was doing for a minute. I was thinking I need rushing yards, and I went to go rushing play. I need passing yards. So, was that Derek Carr? I saw number 4. So it's either Derek Carr or that piece of crap Deshaun Watson. I think it was Derek Carr, but I couldn't quite tell because I didn't really pay attention to the quarterback. All I saw was the number 4. So that is 95 yards. That brings us to 1982. And yeah, I'll go double confirm that. We win. We get one of any coin pack. We get to spin the playoff wheel. But let's go make sure that Sugar Rush tracked properly, because now I'm afraid that it... After Iconoclash, I'm afraid it didn't track at all. So I am nervous. I really am. Oh, no, there we go. We got experience. Got a red zone pack and Hail Mary pack for completing that. We'll open those 2. It did track. I would love it if somehow Iconoclash was just delayed and I got everything back. But that would also suck, because I was like, I think I would be like 10 yards off, man. Oh, that'd be so depressing if I went to go look and I was like 10 yards off. Yeah, 1982. So yeah, they didn't add them. And then 8 out of 24. Yeah, so Iconoclash is not tracking with Sugar Rush. Be careful. Got a daily strategy item. All right. So let's open, before we spin the playoff wheel, before we get our coin pack and all that, let's open this stuff. Oh, I meant to go open the coin pack. Oh well. Got the 2 helmet packs. We'll just let those in there. Let's open the strategy and the daily coin pack. Get those done first. Get the boring stuff done first. And yeah. 4,000 coins. We'll take that. Thank you. Strategy. I think we just turned gray into a green. So, oh, this actually might just be a blue, because I think we had a green from completing the gray, didn't we? Yes, we did. So that is blue. Purple sets aren't added in yet, even though I really want them to be. I don't get why purple aren't added in yet. You know, draft promo in 99 regular champs should be coming next week. Because the draft promo usually have 99 regular champs. All right, so let's open the Hail Mary and then the red zone pack and see what we get. 76 Shane Daniels, 81 Andrew Van Ginkel, and 80. Okay, so a pretty poor pack here. Throw that in just in here. Man, it's so weird to see Jaden Daniels, with how good of a year he had, be a 76. You know, it feels almost wrong. You know. Okay, so we completed other sets. So yeah, we're getting little upgrades here and there. Like, here's the thing, right? A part of me is thinking, a draft night promo. Do I get rid of the theme team and just focus on the rest of the year? And a part of me is thinking, or do I actually hold out for, preparing for next year? Like, I don't know, man. Part of me going down to a single team, being able to use the newest cards. Yeah. I don't know. Because the whole point of the series, is that we build a main team and a theme team. And, usually Row 2 mode, is one of those things that when Rookie Premieres is announced the series into Row 2 mode, goal, the series shifts to completing all Rookie Premieres sets. Team converts to B&Ds and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Do I hold out for Rookie Premieres to take apart the theme team? I keep bouncing back and forth on it. I keep debating, do I, don't I? And yeah. I think that a part of me wants to hold on to the theme team until Rookie Premieres. But I feel like that's a lot of extra resources burned. A part of me feels like that's a lot of extra resources that I could be saving up for there it is. I keep forgetting how in the middle that set actually is. But yeah, do I really, a part of me was also thinking just straight up making it when cards when 99 champs are released. 85, that's better than last one. 82. Okay, so last time we got a 76 and two 81s. This time we get an 85, an 82, and an 81. Our best card in the last pack is equivalent to the worst card in this pack. That's crazy, the shift. But yeah, so I think how I want to make it, and I'll change the rules up a little bit for this, is when Gold 99 champs, like regular champs, not just LTDs, make an appearance, that's when the team shifts to one team instead of two teams. But a part of me is also like, should I do that though? Should I? I don't know, man. I keep bouncing forth. I'm so indecisive about this. I am. I'm so indecisive about it. And then we have the red zone pack. Come on, red zone pack. Pop off. Free agent player. Sugar Rush player. Not that. This might be 86, 86, 88, 87, 76, 85, 76. All right, this pack wasn't bad because all these 86s can just go into the free agency promo. I'm not mad about that at all. I love that. But yeah, I am thinking more and more about when the team should break down to its next stages. And a part of me really does think that Gold 99 champs is that moment. I'm thinking that's when we should do it. So yeah, and then Richard Sherman is the last one for that 88 free agency slot, right? Yes, it is. So 4 out of 5. And we still have any coin pack, and we still have our real spin. So still stuff to do. But yeah, man, it's kind of rough out there thinking about it, but yeah. Because if we can go, because our goal after the theme team is to focus on building a Gold 99 squad everywhere. And then once Rookie Premieres happen, we start to sell off and we focus on just building them. But all right, let's go to the store first. Let's spin that wheel. Let's spin that wheel and let's see what we get. So wheel time. Okay, I'm gonna have to refresh it. There we go. I hate, one thing I hate is like I'll pull up the reel and it's like, man, it's not gonna show 3 of any pack. Okay. Interesting. So we get 1 of any pack naturally. We'll open this AK icon first and foremost. Um, 88 Cray Walker. Team of the week 91. 91 Jack Gibbons. Okay, throw those to the club. So we get 3 of any pack. I am gonna open this Sugar Rush Excellent Champs Opportunity Pack as one of them, but we're not gonna do another point pack after that. All right, so here we go. We have some stuff here. Let's back out. And we are going to open another AK icon for the second of the 3 packs. 91 Jack Gibbons again. 91 Arden Key. And 88 Tony G. Okay. I mean, there's limiteds in the store. Let's just open the last one as AK icon. You know? On the combine. 88 Cole Strange. 88 Chris Hinton. And 91 Jameis Winston. At least we didn't get the same 91. All right, so that's it for the packs other than the ones from the event right here. All right. So let's start off with the 90. Oh, no, actually. 95 plus Sugar Rush Fantasy Pack. Let's see what we get. 95. 95. We'll take this 95. We're just going to quick sell this for carrots. There we go. Next one, let's open the 3 excellent baskets. Can we get an LTD egg out of one of these? I hope so. Popular egg. That's only 4,000. I will sell that so we can try to cycle it. We're only keeping like the bigger eggs, like the 7,000 plus. So yeah. Ball Hawk. That's a rare champion egg. That's 15,000. Let's go, Ball Hawk. You get in there. Woo! That's a good one, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Another excellent. Let's see what we get. An excellent egg. I'll just sell that. Sorry, not worth it. All right, so we have 90 or 98 and a 95 egg or 98 egg. All right, so let's open the egg first. We got another Ball Hawk. We got 2 Ball Hawks from this thing. And then 90 plus or 98 champ. I probably should have saved this as a second release, huh? It is a 90. We will just take the carrots. That, I mean, we got 2 champions though from this technically. We got 2 Ball Hawks. And all these carrots will allow us to go into the carrot store, buy the last extravagant basket. Right, this is the last one. Come on, extravagant basket, pop off for us. Chef, we got a second LTD chef egg. Let's go. All right, so next up, we have some. Ooh, let's open the excellent baskets. You know, can we get another LTD or champion egg? That's an excellent egg. We'll just turn that around, sell it. You know, anything under 7K, anything under that number, we're just going to sell. Right? And we're just going to cycle these eggs. Mixed egg. Okay, that's really poor. Come on, can we get a big egg? Spy egg. No. Oh, wait, that spy egg kind of looked like the free agency colors, huh? Oh, well. Okay, we need to cycle these up a little bit. An excellent egg, we'll sell that. I mean, yeah, we're looking for the LTD 7,000 plus. We're not looking for anything under that, so... Come on, excellent, pop off. Mixed, okay. We're running, yeah, we're slowly chipping away. But if we can hit something big, I'm okay with, you know, losing carrots slowly. Another spy egg. That gets us kind of back. Yeah, but after this one, we'll have to go back to medium. If we don't hit something decent. We're okay, yeah, we're going to medium now. This hopefully will give us a little bit better odds to hopefully up roll, because if we get any of the spy or anything like that, United, no, that's losing us a little bit. Yeah, no, carrot re-rolling is tough, man. Like, we need something decent. That's 4,000. That will actually get us right back into it, and we can go to excellent. Like I said, 7K is the minimum we're keeping. Everything else is no. Right? That's a spy. Lost a little bit there. Just slowly chipping away. I mean, if we can get a big egg out of this, awesome. All the cycling is worth it. But right now, we're just slowly chipping away, losing. You know? But these eggs do recycle, and we can try for them again down the road. But yeah. Dynamic! We got another dynamic egg. That's another LTD egg. We're down to 1,100. I think I'm going to sit there and stop. So these are the eggs we have. We have 2 dynamic, which is probably Anthony Richardson. 2 solar, 2 chef, right? We know who that is. We talked about it before. Seahawks legend, right? A Seahawks legend. But it would make sense. I did see someone comment that the chef egg. Okay, so I'm seeing a couple of theories, right? Let's actually talk about this. Let's talk about this. So someone talked about how the glasses on some of these eggs represent their college. And then some people said that obviously the nickname has to do with them. So when we think of chef, my first thought, and I don't know why I didn't think about this, but I completely didn't, is based off the leaks. I was like, it's got to be Walter Jones, Seahawks legend Walter Jones, because he has a restaurant, right? But he's a chef. But then I also thought, wait a minute, where did Walter Jones go to school? Right? So if I look up Walter Jones College, because I don't know that, he went to Holmes Community and Florida State. Let me see the Holmes Community College. So that's like red and white, which does not match this chef egg. And then Florida State, well, you know, we know Florida State football, but the Seminoles are like a red and gold, mostly. That does not match the chef egg, right? So then someone brought up the theory that maybe it's Buddha Baker, which we want Buddha Baker because of theme team purposes, but if our theme team ends next week, it makes no sense, right? To chase after him, but he's still an LTD. Anyways, my whole point is still standing here, so stick with me. So I was thinking, okay, maybe that isn't, right? So if we go Buddha Baker, right? Well, obviously, I know what college you went to because I also went to the same college. UW. UW's colors are purple and gold. This chef egg isn't Walter Jones, which I would have loved. It's Buddha Baker because University of Washington colors. The dynamic egg, right? And we're talking about who it could be, you know, it has to be Anthony Richardson. Because he played for the Florida Gators, who are orange and blue. That is orange and blue. So it's the college colors. Now, Ball Hawk is a champ. We know it has to be George Kittle, AJ Hawk, or CeeDee Lamb, right? It's got to be AJ Hawk. What college did AJ Hawk go to, actually? Hold on a minute. He's Buckeyes. Wait, hold on. He's a Buckeye. That doesn't match the color. That's not Ball Hawk. Is it CeeDee Lamb? Hold on. What school did CeeDee Lamb go to? The Sooners. That's red. That's green there. That doesn't make sense. It can't be George Kittle, because George Kittle, I think, is Georgia, right? Not Georgia. Oh, my God. No, because George Kittle went to Iowa, right? Yeah, that. Why are the glasses green then? I thought it had to do with colleges. That's got to be AJ Hawk, though, right? Ball Hawk. So we have probably an AJ Hawk, a Buda Baker, and an Anthony Richardson. 2 of those, by the way, which means we can sell 2 of these guys and 1 of this, and we're making money, and we can go get the other ones if we don't pull the eggs. So from the college theory, that makes sense. The Ball Hawk one doesn't, because I would think it'd be AJ Hawk. But AJ Hawk's college doesn't match. Okay, I'm confused. Hold on, let me go look at him. He was a Packer, a Bengal, and a Falcon. He was mostly known for his time with the Packers, though. That is kind of Packerish green, I guess, but he went to Ohio State. Ohio State's red. That green thing doesn't make any sense there for him. Maybe it's more of like his time with the Packers? I don't know, guys. Anyways, I'm going to call it there. I think those eggs, based on the college glasses theory, we thankfully already have Buda Baker, is not Walter Jones like I thought it was. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down below. Until next time, tag out. I want to give a special thank you to all my Patreon members. Urza and Scott, you're amazing. If you guys want to check out Patreon and join it to get a shout out at the end, check Patreon down in the link to the description below. And you can also, like Scott did, make me re-record this.